Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what is a surprising bonus video for Red Dead Redemption. If you have not completed the story, this has got a big major spoiler for the end of the game because this is after all the epilogue stuff. So I was like, you know what? I felt wrong that I didn't go out and do a few things. And every time I start recording and not streaming, I have throat issues. So there's a wanted poster in Blackwater, I think it was called, right? Yeah, Blackwater. So we're gonna go do that. We are gonna go up and do that stranger mission that we were supposed to do as Arthur, but we did not do. I think it's late, so he's not there because he's been up there the entire time. I don't know why he would have disappeared. I swear he's still there. We'll see. This video might go up. I don't know. But I think what was it? Rhodes has what's his face, the butcher, and I want to go see him. I don't remember, and I think Tilly's in San Denis because we saw her. But who even knows if we're gonna bump into her? Because that and Mary Beth, I have no idea where the fuck she'll even be. But like I said, it's spoilers because it's after the epilogue. So if you don't want anything to know about, I would wait. And if you're just here because you know me and the bonus video, then so be it. This is just after the finale and stuff. I have Marston kind of dressed up as a farmhand because I was just like fucking around doing the thing. Doing stuff around the ranch. But, you know, it's just sad that the game's done. You know, like, there's no more actual missions.
Well done, girl.
I mean, of course, I was excited to get to the end, see it, and just see how everything plays out. But, of course, I'm sad because it's like,
Easy there.
you know, I didn't want it to end. I didn't want it to be over. What the fuck is wrong with my coat? It wasn't doing that the last time I put this on. But yeah, I didn't want it to end, but I knew, you know, as we drew closer and I saw how many chapters there were, I was just like, man, I was stressed out because I was like, what am I going to do when it's over? You know, what am I going to play? What am I going to do? And, you know, here we are, because I'm like, you know, I am addicted, and I don't know if I'm going to get that much into the multiplayer, because to be honest, like, GTA Online was cool to do with some missions, and the old Red Dead Online from the first one was fun to do a few missions here and there, but I'm not one to, you know, I don't have a ton of friends, and I'm not one to play a lot of, with a lot of strangers and stuff. Because, like, if you see the GTA community, there's, like, a lot of, you know, there's a lot of cool people on it. But then there's also a lot of, like, kids, you know, that are just shit-talk you, grief, fuck around, and fuck with you constantly. Like, they have a vendetta against you, and you did nothing wrong. They just, for some reason, feel like they gotta be a big dick about everything, and that's their fun. That's their, instead of playing the game and doing stuff that the game wants to be intended for, they'll play it to fuck around with other people, ruining other people's game experiences sometimes. So, but I'm not big on the online, you know, because people can just fuck with you. But I just wish that they would make some more single player stuff. I mean, the problem is, this is what I was saying, is there's really not much they can do. The only thing I could see them doing for DLC, if they were to actually make single player DLC, is what happened right after Arthur died. What did John Marston and Abigail get up to? How did the announcement of everything happen? You know, like, I want to see the reactions. I want to see it. That's just the closure of me wanting to see stuff. But of course, they don't need to show it.
If it isn't our bounty hunter. Back for more work, I hope.
Yeah, I am. What the
Posters
fuck is
on
this
your
photo?
wall there.
Oh, it looked like he had like a lion face. $75. Well, I don't really need it on top of the money we got from Dutch and Micah after the end. But yeah, it would have been cool. And, you know, I just wonder, really, because I think I talked about this during the stream and on YouTube, during maybe the credits or maybe during just the gameplay. But I was saying to somebody as well, you know, we gotta wait years before they'll make another one because Rockstar takes their sweet time with it, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. As long as they build upon it and they don't keep reusing things. I'm not trying to pick a jab at Bethesda or anything, because I like a lot of their games except Fallout 76. Even though they're buggy messes, they have their charm to them. I feel like they need to not leave it up to modded community. They need to actually make a solid game with a better engine instead of reusing old assets. And with this, like, we have to wait a while for this, for a new Red Dead. And now it's just like, you're wondering, because first Red Dead, you were John Marston, all right? You got introduced to this guy in kind of the middle of things. You didn't really know who the fuck Marston was. You just kind of were thrown in, and you start to learn his story as you go. Then you jump into Red Dead 2, and you kind of know now Marston's past, but you're playing as Arthur, so you're seeing it from not Marston's perspective, but another member of the gang that was also close to Marston. And it was just interesting to see, and we kind of knew what was going to happen, because if you played the first Red Dead, you knew what was going to happen. And, I mean, you knew what was going to happen to a majority of people. You knew the gang wasn't going to last, you just didn't really know if everybody's going to die, or if some are going to die. And so, like, we got to see still this John Marston era of stuff, in the sense, like, his chapter. We saw his gang, we saw the disbandment, we saw his death in Red Dead 1. We see how he builds the ranch. I'm gonna take a sip of this drink. AK, I gotta get the straw off. It's a fucking Capri Sun that I snagged from the fridge. I can remember Capri Suns. I drank these things like crazy when I was a kid. But, we see his death in Red Dead 1. And we see the end. We got to see, you know, how he got this ranch. And how the Blackwater people come after him, the agents. I just wonder if they would have came after him and knew about him if he never used John Marston as a name. You know, as the bank and everything else. I wonder if they would have just never known. But I feel like, you know, it was just bound to happen. You know, he couldn't outrun his past. He tried hard, you know, he tried to be an honest, good-working guy, even though he couldn't really get away from gunslinging. He probably would have made a hell of a sheriff if he really wanted to be on the good side of the law, but his record and who he worked with and ran with, it just wasn't going to happen. Why the fuck is this out in here? Fuck it, we'll wear the military hat. So it's sad that it happened. I don't really care if I kill him or not, because at the end of the day, I don't need the money. But yeah, we got to see. So it's like in the next Red Dead, like, we're not going to see John Marston. There's no way that they could bank on another prequel. We've gotten it too much. Like,
he'll be after the bounty. They're here. Find them.
like, it will, I should have taken the bow. To be honest, I'm in a bow mood. But yeah, like, even if they make another Red Dead, we're not going to get John Marston's story. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying, like, oh, that's terrible, we're not going to see any more of it. It's just going to be weird. But I'm going to be happy, like, but, like, I wonder where they're going to go. Are we going to go down another gang route that is in a whole nother area?
Stop them. They can't notice.
You know, like, because there's a whole lot of other places. This is just one section of whatever they want to create. Like, I don't know if this is all based off real place, to be honest. Like I said, I'm not smart with my geography on knowing where the fuck we are and what we're doing.
Here, have the knife, you cur.
Oh, thank you for this. It's a little rusty. Let's say machete. Hold on. Got ourselves a fucking machete. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting because like, there's still a lot that they can do, and start a whole different chapter. You know, it's not like Red Dead Revolver was based off any of this. Like when they made that way back when. So like this, it's not like it's completely unusual to be completely different. It'll just be like GTA where we keep jumping around either familiar territories or new maps.
We'll see about that.
And okay.
My sense is it would be rude not to rob.
Guns, Marston, not your rope. We don't care for this guy.
Looks like it's just you and me now.
But yeah, it's not like it's, you know, they'll just do the GTA formula of starting in a different location or a new location or familiar locations of whatever and doing a story that's completely different. You know, it's not like they won't come up with something. It's just, it'll be weird because like the two Western Rockstar games that I've played now, I have played a little bit of Red Dead Revolver and I do plan to continue. Oops, I do plan to continue. I haven't recorded it and I don't know if I will. I was kind of just playing it on stream as a random game.
Oh, be quiet.
And, you know, that was its own thing, because I think it did have a slight mention of Red in one of the Red Dead 1 parts. I'm not quite sure. 'Cause at the time that I played Red Dead 1, I never played Red Dead Revolver. But, yeah, like, it's not out of the question. It'll just be weird, because, like, the two more modern Red Dead games that Rockstar has made has been revolving around the story of John Marston and stuff, so it'll be interesting, because I'm intrigued to know what they'll come up with next, because they cannot come up with another prequel. Like, it'll just, there's just nothing else they can do for John Marston.
I hope your horse is rested. You're caught, bounty hunter. Stop, you long-legged lapdog. We'll keep chasing you.
These guys are rude. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be. I'm intrigued, to say the least. Like, again.
That wasn't your only rescue party.
Pride cometh before the fall, and you're going to fall.
See, now my military hat isn't in here. What the fuck?
All right.
Oh, hush now.
Why the hell was it in here then? Now it's not even in this. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I keep rehashing. It's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with. How they're gonna fit the bill. Because like I said, I just don't think they can do any more prequel to this. If they're gonna do a prequel, it's not gonna be off of John Marston's story. It's either, and as much as it'd be cool to see Dutch's like beginnings, things like that. Like, we get the gist of it, and it would get it'd get tiring to keep going backwards until there's nothing left. You know, keep backtracking this, but with weird new mechanics that should have been then in the later games, but isn't. You know, in the later of the story.
You trying to talk me to death?
So, like I said, I don't know. Like, I'm fine with seeing a new chapter, because there's really not much else, because, like, the only thing we could see is Charles or Sadie, because they're off, and maybe some of the other people that might still be barely alive, I don't know. If they want to go that route, but at this point, I think it'll be like a whole new start, just a new beginnings with somebody, and tugging your heartstrings, or raising your blood pressure through a lot of it through their great storytelling and writing. Again, I'm paranoid because, you know, there is that chance of the game's going to flop, because you keep making good games, eventually something's going to not work, and that's where it's kind of worrisome. But hopefully they will do a good job for their next Red Dead, but you know that right now their next focus will be their next GTA game when they're ready.
Skinner here for you.
God damn, get him in the cell already.
Ain't this a charming little jailhouse? I'll be comfortable enough. Ah!
God damn. God damn. I got your bounty money here.
Thank you.
Honest work for honest pay.
You should know there has been a cessation in the issuance of bounties in Blackwater. Apparently we have the budget to build a city, but not to protect one.
I don't know if that means there's more or not enough, or any more bounties. I don't know what that word. I've never heard what he just said. Can you get beds here? Yeah, there's guest rooms. I was gonna say, I want to make it fucking daytime. But I'm intrigued. Like I said, I feel like it'll do well. Like the reason why I'm like already excited for another Red Dead, even though this just happened, isn't because Rockstar and all that. It's just because of the westerns. I've said it multiple times. I love the western era.
I do love a return customer.
I don't even think I've been here, but maybe I have. But yeah, I just really like... Oh, god damn it. Another random asshole to talk my ear off.
Hey, partner.
Say, you that fella who bought the land at Beecher's Hope?
Maybe I am.
Well, don't mean to pry. Rode out that way a day or two back. Just glad someone's doing something with it. Not easy land, I'm sure. Anyways, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, I appreciate the compliments there. I like what they try to do with the interaction. Makes it feel a little bit more immersive and things like that. So I do appreciate that a lot. And like I said, I love doing these little things. These might be stupid to some people.
Saying he's going to retire at the end of the year.
But I love doing these little things. Just hanging out at a bar, drinking, you know, just chilling, whatever. Playing blackjack, something, poker, whatever. It's just fun little things to do. This fucking dude. You never see a man chug a beer before? You're in a fucking bar.
Yes, indeed.
Gentlemen.
Hello.
Hi, mister.
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Partner.
That's nice to hear.
Howdy.
Leaving, and I didn't even get the daytime. I mean, the mission popped back up. I guess I can go. Because this is the one that he wanted to go hunting with Arthur after we did the fishing, and we didn't. I also want to see... Because I want to see if you could visit up there after the Charlotte lady, after what happened with Arthur. I know it's been years. I want to just see if there's any remnants of her alive or anything, because I haven't looked into that. Even if it's just a short little scene of just like, hey, Arthur's dead, you know, it's some closure. I like those little things, you know. Gonna get warm in this thing. Yeah, I love the Western era stuff. That's why, like, I don't want the semi-auto. I barely even want to use the Mauser or the volcanic pistol. I use them anyway because it's like, you know what? They're not terrible. I can get behind them because I like those. But the semi-auto, and in Red Dead 1, you had that one that looks like kind of like the Colt or a 9mm. I don't know. I'm not a pistol. Like, I love pistols. I forget names really easily of what things are.
There you go.
And I didn't like that, the automatic pistol and shit like that. I liked, you know, when I play a Western game, I want it to be revolvers. Problem is, if we keep going backwards, it seems like we're losing weapons. The only thing that's changed is that we lost some repeaters. I think there was like 1 or 2 repeaters that weren't used from Red Dead 1 in this. And or were just name changed. And, you know, there were a lot more weapons taken out from 1 to here. Because, you know, like a prequel, I would say, oh, it's just not invented yet. But at the same time, I have no idea. Because what? There was a Lamat revolver or something like that in Red Dead 1, I think, which might be just the double action revolver. But I thought the double action revolver was its own name as well, so it might have been like a slightly stronger double action. I don't remember. But the Kettleman's revolver, the Schofield revolver, classics. Stuff like that, but yeah, I definitely love the Western for its weaponry. Oh god, it's machete out.
Hey, you, please, you gotta help me. Mr. Abel's thugs been wanting us to sign our land over. Only this time I escaped, but they have my husband. They're gonna kill him.
God, I'm not gonna get robbed.
Abel's thugs, huh? Where are they?
It's the stone farmhouse back there where I came from.
I'll head there now.
I'll see about finding more help.
But yeah, I just love the Western weaponry and things like that. The era, the things are, you know, rough times, but also good times, and just, I don't know, just this whole era and stuff. I think it's the weaponry the most, but clothes and stuff like that have been, it's just really enjoyable to me.
Whoa!
You don't sign this over, I'm gonna take a long time on you.
Yes, get him!
The hell?
I don't think
you're
so.
real dumb.
Am I dumb?
I hope you know a good dentist. You'll need one.
Dumb son of...
Hey, untie
Still
me, will you?
breathing, fella?
Get these damned ropes off me.
I was hoping to execute him with the machete, but instead I headbutt him.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Those goddamn bastards deserve that and more. My wife. You seen my wife by any chance?
Yeah, I saw her. West of here. She told me to come find you.
Oh, thank God. But thank you for hearing her call. Where are you, my dearest?
I don't know if I should follow or not.
All
Kind of
right,
just
girl.
do things and leave, but I'll follow maybe. See if he finds his wife. She shouldn't be too far. She was like right over here.
Whoa!
Hey, fella. Christ!
Hey, mind where you're stepping.
Sorry. That's quite a horse you got.
Well, thank you.
I guess we're done. Quite a horse you got. But yeah, I going back to it. Love the Western stuff. Would love to see more. Like, I wish there were more. There are some games out there. Call of Juarez was okay. It was average. And then they kind of strayed away from that. The Gunslinger one was really good. I liked it. But I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a gun was pretty fun. I didn't play all of it. I gotta go back. Yeah, it was one of those games that I did play on stream. I didn't record it and upload it. But it's just one of those things where, like, I love the Western stuff. It's my favorite. That, and the close second is the Mafia stuff. Like, that's why I loved, but was sad about Mafia 2 and 3. Because it's in a good era. They were just not great games. That's why I feel like, and man, it would be great if they'd maybe go to that era in a Rockstar game. Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, I'm holding them to high regards. They just seem to do a good job at making a lively open world. That's why I'm like, it'd be great to see. But even if not, like, I would just love for a good Mafia era type of deal. Even like a Godfather game, but better, because like I like the whole thing of Godfather. If I remember it correctly, was you would beat up people. Like, I remember 2 a little bit more, even though that one was like okay. It was a little annoying. But you could beat up people, and they would pay protection money, and then the other gang would try to take your shit, and you'd have to keep trying to defend your territory. I think Godfather 2 did that heavily, a lot more. Except it was really annoying when I played it, because I would get all these territories, and then they would just take it so quickly, no matter how many people I defended. It was kind of broken. I don't know if I was just glitched or what, or if that was just, you know, the game was really unbalanced. But, like, I like that kind of crap. I don't, like, I'm not saying that needs to be the main game, because that was kind of the main focus, and The Godfather 2 was to do that crap, but, like, just the idea of running protection rackets and shit like that as, like, a little mini thing for side missions or a way to make money, like, those little ideas are always so cool to me. Like I said, I love the little things that you can do. Now, granted, I don't want it to be so realistic like these games, that they take fun out of it, but I like the nice blend of realism and fun that these games have been able to make. Like Red Dead has made it where, yeah, it was very slow. It felt a little weird in the beginning, but they were going for a lot more cinematic feel for this game. And there's just so many little things you can do. Things are a little rough around the edges, animations, some things here. It's not perfect by any means, but it's definitely
Doing okay, girl.
a game that it feels like a lot of people put time and care and, you know, detail and attention to. Whether I hear a lot of weird things. I don't know if it's been debunked. There was like this huge controversial thing about overworked employees and things like that. But, you know, I heard a lot of people say that they weren't overworked and that they were fine. But I don't know. I didn't look into it because, like, I'm not saying I don't care, and I'm not or anything like that. It's just that I don't look into things I know I won't understand too well, and maybe I would if I read it, but I also just don't go digging for drama. It's just not my thing. If it comes out and there's facts and everything about it, then yeah, I'll have my own opinions and thoughts towards it. But if there are no hard facts and it's just all rumors, I'm not gonna dig for drama and try to find something to take from it. You know, it's just not who I am. But the people, if everything was fine, this game was worked in a timely manner from people, all the people who worked on it definitely showed some care and appreciation towards it. I just wish it, but I understand from a business sense, the money lies in the online. If you make it good, then other people will buy it with their friends, people will play with their friends, and it has an unlimited amount of playability to your imagination, mostly. Like, yeah, there's gonna eventually die out, and there's not gonna be much to do. But for the most part, you can make your own fun, where a single-player experience can only go so far. My only gripe with multiplayer is that it does wipe away a lot of animations. It gets away a lot of realism because it's multiplayer, because you don't want to be stuck in animations and things like that, so it's understandable. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like, I understand that they're not gonna go for a DLC. I mean, even if there's a high demand, in the end, a DLC eventually ends. A multiplayer they can continue to expand upon, like they've done with GTA. It just keeps going and going. Now, granted, I don't know how it's going to work with GTA, because we sure as hell can't just invent nightclubs to buy, and it'd be weird to buy. I mean, I guess they could do saloons and, like, underground businesses. Like they could do something like that, buying saloons or certain, like, hideaways or something, because maybe you're having your own online gang kind of deal. Because, you know, heists have to be a thing, even though I don't know how many towns. There's only like 3 or 4 towns that might have a bank, so unless they make like a big deal out of missions for trains and stagecoaches, which I wouldn't care. I'm a guy who just loves co-op stuff, alright? So, like, I could do a game that will, have us surviving hordes and hordes of people. And I would be perfectly fine with it, like, as long as the gunplay and everything is fun. And so, like, even if I did the same missions over and over and stuff, like, to me, because I played Payday and things like that, like, I had fun with that stuff, and my friends for a while did. Eventually, they kind of faded out on it, and I get the occasional itch that I want to play Payday, but without friends, you know, it's one of those things where I can only have so much fun. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I love it, but there's going to be, apparently, I don't know, I'm hearing there's going to be another, like, BR type thing in this for the online, and who knows what their free mode's going to have, and, you know, I don't know. I'm way over the BR stuff. It's cool stuff, but, like, this always happens. There's always a popular thing, and then it gets heavily saturated, but competition's good. It's just that when people use it for cash grabs as well, because there have been people have used it for cash grabs.
Easy there.
What's going on here?
Slow up now.
Oh, it's that
You ain't
gold
looking
guy.
for gold here, is you? 'Cause, I called it.
But yeah, I don't know. And that just brought me all the way to the road. The horse just got nervous or something. This guy never aged.
Who might you be?
A caller, John Marston. Years ago, a friend of mine helped you retrieve your horse and your leg.
Oh, yeah. Come Finn. Arthur, wasn't it?
That's the one. He, passed soon after that.
Ah. Sorry to hear that.
I was reading through his journal. Thought I'd pay you a call.
And I'm grateful for it. It's nice to meet you. He was a kind man to me. You want to go out hunting? There's a huge she-wolf that's been stalking me a few nights I've been out.
Sure, why not?
Well, first, let's just talk a while, okay?
Okay.
What do you do?
Me? I'm a wanderer. I was born further north. Spent a lot of time out west. Funny. Never saw myself as
Oh, why would they cut away from it? I'd like to listen.
The bodies lay so thick, you could have walked across the whole field without your boots touching mud.
Those were bad times.
Yes, they were. Would you like some more coffee?
Please.
What have we here? Yeah, she's right across there.
That close.
Oh, she's acting brazen. Come on, let's mount up.
Let's mount up. It's cool that they let you come back to do it. I mean, and there's a little bit of dialogue from Marston and him.
She's down here somewhere.
Instead of just like randomly time traveling me back to fucking like Arthur. It'd be weird. GTA is usually okay about that stuff.
Keep up. Gotta get her. Well, she's here.
Wolves shouldn't come so close to people.
Yeah, it's strange. When the whole country was wild, they could go where they liked. Now they're stuck hiding in the few corners of wilderness we got left.
It's a feeling with which I can sympathize.
This ain't a country for wild animals, nor wild men neither. You hear that?
Yep.
Quickly now. This way.
Am I wearing Marston's hat? Oh, it put on Arthur's hat. I actually find that pretty... Or maybe it's part of my outfit. I think I was wearing it. I was gonna say, I'm like, that's pretty cool if they actually put Arthur's hat on for the, for this.
We're on to her. Come on.
Okay.
Damn! I can't see her. Let's get up to the top. Have a look around from up there. You loves hills, don't you, boy? You eat 'em up for breakfast. What we got here? Is that a fresh kill?
Could be. Is the blood set?
Let me take a look. Yep. That was her dinner. Now, where'd she get to?
These dinosaur bones.
My guess. She's gone somewhere over there.
There's a whole lot over there.
That's the problem.
Awkward timing. Can't get out of this.
There she is. Got shy all of a sudden. You got some extra miles in you tonight.
If we gotta chase her, let's chase her.
You know how much coffee was I just drinking in that whole conversation from before?
Damn it! Too slow. It looks like she's headed into the woodland. We're gonna have to track her through the scrub. Better to be on foot. Send your horse somewhere safe.
Get going, girl. There's a wolf about.
She went in there, all right. We gotta track her. Now, you want to take the lead, or shall I?
I'd prefer if you did, if that's all right.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, you do it.
Stick to me.
I always fucking lose it half the time.
Got the trail. This way. Keep behind me. Let's take this slow. Keep your gun out, just in case. Gee, could be a half mile in front of us. Or behind that next bush.
Didn't even aim my gun if I wanted to. Wants me looking Hamish. Baba. The Lonely Man.
Keep your eyes up, okay? I got mine in the dirt. Let's head down here. I think we're close. Hey, up there. Is that the she-wolf? We've walked into something here.
Seems like it. Oh boy, my arm.
What the hell?
Whoa.
You all right?
I was ready to offer my complete and unconditional.
I don't think the wolves would have showed much mercy.
That's quite an ambush she led us into.
A bushwhacking, I'd call it. Huh? Where is it?
Goddamn! Over here! Over here!
What the fuck? Oh, Jesus! You just fucking went past him. Don't get out! I might have my Mauser pistol on me.
You alright?
Yeah.
Damn. Big son of a
I didn't
bitch.
even realize I had a Mauser on me.
That's the best of them.
I think it changed it again. I don't know. I always had the Schofields. The next thing I got something else.
Scary thing. They brought us up here to be slaughtered.
You were after a hunt.
Yeah. Guess I got hunted. You going back to the cabin?
Nah. Still early. We'll stay up here a while. Dress this animal. I won't likely see another like him for some time.
I hope I won't either. Thanks for taking me out.
Yeah, anytime. You want to go out again? Yeah. You come by and see me.
Man, is there more with him?
Man.
Stout.
Here's a pelt.
Thank you.
Gotta be awful, but it's probably a legendary wolf. I don't know. After me shooting the shit out of this thing? No, it's just good wolf pelt. Would it be rude of me if I just throw this? Because I don't want this.
We could speak the stories you tell.
Fucking put it there. Alright. Like I said, I want to go up and see the lady if she's still up here. I don't know where the fuck Arthur died. Like, I know he was up near the... You know, we were near the fucking... Oh, God. Near the, like, base when everything went to shit, but I don't quite know where. I might have to look into that, because I would like to end everything by seeing the grave where he died. Red Dead likes to do that to you, too. They, like, Red Dead 1, you went through all this stuff learning about Marston and then killed. At least he gets to go out, if you choose to, on a good way of dying. Like, I don't know if it's peaceful, because You know, one, it sucks he doesn't really get his revenge, but at the same time, Arthur is an revengeful man, so that's why it's like some people are like, wow, he doesn't get to get that, how, you know, he should have killed them and stuff. But it's like, Arthur wasn't a revenge guy. He already won at what he wanted. Now, I guess from what I've seen, if you have bad honor, you're just gonna get shot in the face, or, and if you went after him, I think you just get stabbed no matter what. I don't think, I think no matter what, not helping John gets you murdered by Micah. And if you don't, if you help John and have good honor, you get the buck, or the, whatever it is, the deer, the elk, to look at you, and you see the sunset. If you got a bad end, apparently you get, like, he just, for some reason, I don't know why the honor matters, like, for some reason, just, Micah decides that, oh, you have bad honor, I'm just gonna shoot you in the face. You're a fucking scumbag. But if you have, good honor, you get what we had, where he gets the rest. And I'm glad, there's a lot of chances to switch it around after, you know, for what's happening to Arthur. Some biscuits. No one even here. Really no point, but I mean, I'm not going to play this game like it's the end. I'm just playing it. I'll take the shit. We don't have a lot of stuff anymore after losing Arthur. Yeah, you know, we got to deal with all the shit with Marston in the first one just to get shot dead. So it's like, at least in this one, it was a little better, I guess. It's still not great. I mean, I guess we could just leave it up to interpretation that he, that Arthur went peacefully, even though it didn't sound peaceful, because if you listen, he's like, you know, breathing really bad and stuff, because, you know, the fluid is like filling up in his lungs. He's not really, there's only so much you can do about that. Luckily, it's, I guess, it is treatable now, but it's still, like, not something that I would like. And to be honest, like, it never registered to me until, like, towards the end. That, like, before we talked to Mrs. Downs, it didn't register that guy had caused this to happen when we beat him up. So in the end, it's, you know, Strauss's fault or whatever, the guy that we were doing the debt collecting for. And that's why I think it was the one mission that was actually at the debt collecting a story, like, mission. Because it'd be weird, because if that didn't happen, then I don't think he would have had tuberculosis. Or there might have been another way that he could have contracted it. But for the most part, the dude's spitting in your mouth with his blood when he was sick. Got it. I'm not sure if, maybe it did travel with it and got in his system within the right amount of time. Because, to be honest, like, look at the world that they live in. They don't exactly have antibiotics. They don't have modern medicine we have, and they don't have the hygiene. So, even though it felt like that was an eternity ago, I don't know how many actual story days did it take before Arthur contracted and learned about, or got his tuberculosis, like, contracted it in the sense of, like, he learned about it. Like, when he started to feel the effects. Because it took up until Guarma, the chapter which I apparently hear a lot of people just don't like. I thought it was a neat little change, you know, even though it was very random. Because I guess people don't like it because it does constrict you. You just suddenly can't explore or do anything for a little while. And it's really just random, but I feel like it's a great way to show Breaking Point the entire crew. I'm not having good control of this horse. But yeah, I think it's a decent way to see how things are really just spiraling out of control. When he started coughing, it got more. I thought maybe, oh, in the beginning he just had fluid in the sense of like water because he nearly drowned. maybe he contracted something else, and then tuberculosis. I had to look into it because I didn't fully know what tuberculosis was. I was like, oh shit. And then when I looked into what caused it, and besides, I'm like, oh, it's probably just poor hygiene. It was just something natural. No, it was the blood spit, and I was like, oh fuck. I didn't really look into it. I just wanted to see how it was contracted, like in real life, if you were to contract it. And then. So I don't know if she's there. Oh, she is. Wow.
Hello there. Can I help you?
I think you knew a friend of mine. A fella called Arthur Morgan. Came by and
nice hat.
Helped you with some hunting and skinning probably 7 or 8 years back.
Yes, of course. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for him.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, he passed soon after.
I figured he might not have had long left. Such a shame. He found me at my lowest point and he lifted me up.
Glad to see you're doing well, ma'am. He wrote fondly of you.
Oh, I couldn't be happier. Listen, it's a long way out here. You're welcome to take whatever you need from the house for your travels.
No, that ain't necessary.
Please, I have everything I need and more. He gave me the ability to survive. And now I'm writing. Any friend of Arthur's is a friend of mine.
Now, I wonder who's like the asshole
Please
who just
something.
fucking shoots him.
It would make me happy.
Well, that's very kind of you, ma'am.
We'll take these fucking cigarettes, because nope, that's not what I needed. I need to smoke the other cigarettes. Wish they would just let you pick them up for the card. Another 12. I'm actually surprised how many. I feel like if I actually went to the shops or something, sat there and smoked and kept buying them, I would, I'd have, probably have one or a set or something. I found was a tonic. I kind of already looted the place when I was Arthur and took something. Hacker. Fucking crackers. Now she's not gonna have a snack and coffee later. Hi, Candy. Alright. Well, I'm not going to rest. I think what I'll do is I'll run off now to Rhodes. I think, well, wherever we're closest. Either Rhodes or San Denis. Either one is pretty good.
You take care of yourself out here, ma'am.
I do want to see if you just fucking aim at her, how pissed she'd be, or what the fuck, but I'm not going to be that rude. It's not what Arthur would want, and like, well, it's just a fucking video game. Who gives a shit what Arthur wants? I want to go to Saint Denis because I feel like the area we saw Tilly in the end of the scene was somewhere around the area where you played dominoes in the park. I think it was Saint Denis. It might be. Was it? Yeah. Hard to tell because everything's closed, so I'm like, what should we be looking at here? I also have a $20 bounty. I swear there's a spot that you play dominoes here. I always walk by it, so it's like, maybe it's just not showing because I gotta be near. I swear there's a fucking dominoes place, probably like right in this general area. There is there a train here? I swear you can go... There's a... Board, no train. I thought there was. Fuck me. I know some people be like, can you just cut this out of the video? This is just going to be one whole long video. It's the bonus. It's the finale. It's not really the finale, but it's the bonus. We rarely do a bonus video. Like, the only time I'll do bonus videos after a finale is if it's like the last, like the recap, the final thoughts. And I don't know if I went over my final thoughts. Like I said, you kind of already get the gist of what I think. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's a pretty amazing step forward for open world gaming.
Hang in there, girl.
For games. And can't wait to just see what they'll do. Is it up there with Game of the Year? I definitely feel like this could be a Game of the Year. I think it's a contender between God of War and this. And I know some people will be like, well, what about Spider-Man? So Spider-Man's good. It's just, and the story was intriguing and stuff. I don't know if it's game, like, it could be up there. It could be a contender. I'm not saying it doesn't have a chance. I just don't feel like it's up there to win. I feel like it's a nominee. And I have nothing against it. I love Spider-Man. I love the hero. And if you're wondering, like, oh, am I going to do the DLC? Because I did Spider-Man playthrough. I'm waiting until everything's all released, and then we'll see where I'm at money-wise and what we're doing at the time. Be cool to do, because I have to, like, 100% the game since new shit was added.
That should help.
Since they added more trophies and stuff, so, and probably more collectibles and things. Well, like, it was a good game. It's just,
You're okay, girl.
I'm gonna give him that. But, yeah. It's just that, like, there was story, and then there was just a shit ton of collectibles. It's more of a collectible grabbing game. Like, you get a lot of collectibles, and I like that they showed you where a lot of stuff is, or the general area, and then find it, or do stuff. I like it that way, because I'm really terrible at just finding collectibles that are hidden. I fucking suck. I mean, I could just use a guide, yes, but even then, like, I just suck. But yeah, the game was just a lot of, you know, crimes to stop, you know. I definitely feel like if there was a best superhero category game or something, of course that would definitely win it. Maybe best, like, fucking, like, I don't know. It's up there for, like, a good something. I'm just not sure what, because on par with stories, Red Dead and God of War were pretty up there. The twists of God of War, if you haven't watched it, I apologize, or haven't played it. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just saying there's a pretty crazy couple little twists and turns in that are like, oh my god. And then there's, you know, this with a lot of its own twists and turns that were like, holy shit. So I guess it's just down to, you know, I really don't know. It's hard to tell what might win. Because the God of War was a huge change, but I think a lot of people also, there were a handful that might have found it boring. Then there's this was a kind of a change of pace, because this went slower and cinematic, so that might not fall well on some people. So it's hard to really gauge where Game of the Year is going to go if it's down to the people and votes. Can I beat the train? There's a train here. But yeah, it's just hard to tell. I haven't played many, like, RPG, JRPG games and stuff like that, but as of late, after, like, I did Tales of Syria, but that was made a while back. Dragon Quest was a pretty, good title. I hope it gets something. I don't know. I feel like Dragon Quest doesn't get a lot of recognition. Maybe it's just, like, on a lower scale it gets a lot of recognition, but, like, on the big main stages and stuff, I don't hear a lot about it. I don't know. I feel like that deserves something. I'm not sure what it could be, but I enjoy the Dragon Quest stuff, and I really want it to do well in our area and, like, the US, so that we can get more releases of Dragon Quest games. They're kind of easy. They're not. They're kind of not. I don't know if they all revolve around post-game stuff because, like, the Elusive Age, I've finished, like, the main story of it, but then there's, like, an optional hidden, or not really hidden, but there's an optional extra story to do if you feel like it, and it makes you, like, go after almost like a real boss, but it's like you have to deal with, like, a whole new tier of, like, difficulty. So it's actually a pretty neat little thing to have post-game like that. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming for someone like me because I'm easily overwhelmed with stuff, but it's a pretty cool thing to have. So, you know, I feel like it should get something. I'd love to see 8 remastered or just brought to newer systems that I could play, whether it's on PC or PS4 or something, because, hell, even if they just did the PS2 freaking thing. Because I played a lot of 8, and by a lot I mean I got halfway, I think, of the game. I would have to ask John what he thought, because I don't know for that game. And, it was one of those games where I definitely needed the help because there's a lot of crafting to it that it doesn't have in 11 with the recipes, which is very nice. I think it's 11, whatever XI is. I always forget. So, good times with it, though. I'd like to give it another shot, even if I had to use a guide or something to help me for crafting, because, you know, you definitely want good gear in those games. The only thing I never do is, like, Final Fantasy, I never get the limit-breaking weapons. I never do, and it's like, I manage, but it's like, of course, the game would be so much better if I actually went through and got the weapons. I just never have the patience or the know-how to do it.
Can anybody show me some kindness? Please. You. Yes. Please. A coin. Please.
The guy that gives me some because I give you
some food.
Sir, I want you to have this.
Thanks, friend.
Go snake oil.
It's nice to give something instead of just begging. I hate asking for money like a goddamn worm.
I think that afterwards I eat a candy bar in his face and leave. Not really in his face. Her? What the fuck? She had her old clothes on from the thing.
John Marston.
Miss Tilly.
That's Mrs. Tilly to you. How are you?
I'm okay.
Tilly.
How are you? Congratulations.
Thank
like, I'm
you.
just fat. What?
I'm well. Well and happy, and I miss you and Abigail.
She's well. Jack's well. All is well, I think. I never thanked you for what you did.
Oh, there's the trolley. I still think about all of you all the time. My life, it's different now.
Mine too. But I still see a bunch of Charles and Uncle and Sadie. So not quite so different as Abigail would like.
I married a lawyer. He's a fine man. We live in a house.
Us too.
I'm sorry, I've got to go. I'm late, but can I write to you and Abigail someplace?
Yeah, we're up at Beecher's Hope, over in Great Plains, West Elizabeth.
I'll try. Be well, John Marston.
Alright, have fun, Tilly. What the fuck? The trolley's just coming in. What the fuck? Tilly on there?
Ma'am?
Good
Over here,
morning to
fella.
you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I like your stuff.
Mansion District here.
Alright. Well, it's good to see Tilly. I wonder if we'll get mail over time. Like, in time. Because it's one of those things where we have to wait. Alright, the only other place I know, because like I said, from the ending cutscene, because I have no idea where the fuck Mary Beth would be. Without looking it up, I have no idea where she is. I think it was St. Rhodes. Was where we saw, might have been, I don't even fucking know, where we saw, what's-his-face, Pearson.
Hey, partner! That's a girl.
Am I hot? And that's why my health is deteriorating so fast? It probably is. I feel like they didn't model Marston's clothes very great, because it's like, some of his shit's very clippy. Like, it clips a lot. Maybe it did with Arthur. I might have not noticed. I don't know.
Oh, partner!
Imagine if you walked into Saint Denis and had some flashbacks. I wish there was some side stuff that we could have done. It would have been cool if the epilogue would have been, like, all of John Marston's stuff through the gang that we didn't see up until this, where, like, part 2 was the ranch and him after Arthur's death and all that. Like, it would have been cool to see it all lead up, like, after he had left, just to see what was going on in his mind, what was he doing on his own time where we weren't seeing as Arthur, and, like, what happened at the arrest, what happened at the time. Like, there could have been some missions where we're in jail just trying to deal with it or something. Like, I don't know, just, it would have been cool. It's just the little things, you know, little story details that, instead of leaving it up to our own imagination and interpretation of what we think, that we may have just had it instead, like, we would have just seen it. Like, I'd like the more confirmed Rockstar canon stuff, like, what they're thinking, the writers' canon stuff, than the, than us just, like, you know, well, you know, it's up to your interpretation now. Did such and such come back? As, you know, did, you know, such as, like, I want to know what happened. Did Dutch actually go back, or did they just shit talk John and leave him? Or, you know, like, what did they actually do? You know, I want to see it.
Coming on, girl.
Get around to paying this $20 bounty. Such an asshole.
Not bad. You?
Oh, very well. So, I meant to ask last time. Are Abigail and Jack, okay? You're still with them?
Yeah, they're doing fine. Jack's nearly a young man now.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad. You know, I always liked those two. Anyway, what can I do you for?
I wish there was more to that. I feel like gypped you. What do you got for outfits? Anything that feels John Marston like? Like the heart lens?
I just feel like I was a different person back then. Or a different Pearson, you might say. Huh? Oh, sweet Jesus!
See, actually, I just...
Damn it all to hell!
Sorry, ma'am. Stop right there! Come on!
Lawman! Hey, Lawman! You're pushing me too far. You're gonna
Robbery. What'd I do? Aim my gun at him, and then he ran away. I just wanted to see what happened. I'm gonna wait and then come back and see if he says anything. I'll just pay the fucking bounty. I don't give a shit. I just wanted to see, because I know it couldn't kill him. He wouldn't even give you the button to rob. kind of like that the suits or outfits don't have any special powers. Because as you saw, if you watched me play Red Dead 1, I changed my outfits, like, to the same, like, couple ones, like, every once in a while. And it was like, you know, but it was better to just use this one, because Deadeye faster, blah, 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 and stuff. So it's like, I'd rather just have it where I can wear whatever I want and not have to care. I don't think I have any meat to cook. Oh, I do. I have some venison. Oh, I got the hiccups. Or a lot of gas. Gas. All these little things may have been annoying to some people, but I fucking love it. Sleep until night. Then we'll sleep until morning. Then we'll come back, pay off our bounty, just check in, see if he says anything, because that's funny. And then, if the guy doesn't have another little veteran mission thing, or whatever the thing it was, then I don't know. I also want to just check, because we haven't really checked his notes. Much of a rancher, but I still give a big, I can still give a big mouth a good smack. Abigail still seems to despise me. Jack ain't sure, but I reckon he ain't none too keen. She went and left me. Gave me enough warning, I suppose. She weren't wrong. I'd leave me if I could. What now? No son, no woman, and no good rancher on a no good ranch? These rich bastards, the Lemmies, want old Geddes dead. If I had a brain, I'd go work for them. But I kind of like Geddes, I think was it. I like how there was a sad heart in there. Saw Sadie Adler again. Guess I thought she'd been dead. Maybe it's just me that's been dead. I don't know. It was good to see her. She's a bounty hunter and suited to the work. Saw her put a knife clean through the hand of some big old boy she was fighting with. Ain't seen her since she and Arthur saved Abigail, and then Arthur saved my life. We headed north, and she turned to this line of work. I like how there's that show depth. Met a strange guy. Thought he was a prophet. Blind. Good news, I now own a ranch. Bad news, I now have Uncle with me. Or is it reverse? If he don't shut his mouth, I'll paint this place with his blood. I bought a dumpy bit of land for Abigail and she ain't here. Instead, I got Uncle. How the hell did this happen? I got the worst of all things. I miss Abigail. I would proper fool for longer than I can remember. For always. Went to San Denis with Uncle because Charles Smith was there in trouble. Charles has been taking boxing. It didn't seem too much trouble after all. Well, until we stumbled into some local gangsters who wanted to shoot both of us. But now he's here, and I've got myself a different completely family to the one I had a while ago. Not sure what to make of that. Countryside is so full of some of the worst scum and maniacs I've ever come across. Guess we fit right in. Went to buy lumber for the new house, got jumped by some local gang. Everyone is terrified by it. A hand Charles had hired got himself killed. Wonder if these bastards will bring trouble and how much. Built ourselves a place to live. Never thought I would say those words. Now I just need a family and way to pay all these debts. Went off bounty hunting with Sadie, who I'd met again after all these years, and the whole thing turned crazy. Thank God Abigail wasn't around her. She'd skinned me herself. Abigail and Jack came back. Whole of my life suddenly makes some kind of sense. If only I could pay off these damn debts, and if only I could have been a different man all these years I've wasted being a fool. I'm getting married. She thinks I'm a real fool, and she's right. Only she don't know quite why I am a fool. We got married, and we danced, and Uncle made us laugh, and Jack seemed real happy. Sadie left after she fixed herself up. Charles went off hunting something or other, as I knew he would. Uncle ain't going anywhere. Saw Dutch, damn near broke my heart again after all this time. Wanted to kill him, but I didn't. Saw Micah and was never gladder to see a man die. Whatever peace and happiness I could find in this world, I know it's a better place without him in it. Went to see Hamish, the fellow with one leg Arthur knew. Interesting man, war veteran. We got lost in conversation, then went hunting this wolf he'd been after, only to we suddenly discovered the wolf wasn't alone, and the bastards were hunting us, at the same time as we were hunting them. Eventually, I killed the pack leader, and they left us be. Felt nice, though, even though I left it on the thing. was our payments. Kept going up, 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 and then we were able to pay it off. I like that, though. I like that there's journal stuff and seeing what they have to say about stuff. Just their, like, inner thoughts. I like it. Some people may be like, meh, whatever. Or, this character doesn't have a lot of personality. It's like, you just gotta dig for it, man. And like I said in, like, the last few episodes when Arthur was gonna die, it got real to me because of just my father, like I've mentioned. And so, like, I was very intrigued to just hear the mindset of Arthur through all that. Now it just seems right to have this fucking thing. Look at me, I'm a tough man.
You're a good girl now.
Fucking goddamn bounty hunters after my ass. I wonder if they'll go away if I get into town. I think that guy had a mission pop up though. Oh. I think we're done. Because I really don't know where else to go. Because I don't know where Mary Beth is. And somebody will probably tell me, but I'll probably just do it on my own time. I just wanted an excuse for another hour or so of chilling here in Red Dead with you guys. And I'm not streaming. This is a complete YouTube only. Oh no, he had another mission. Well, of course. I'm here about to fucking wrap it up, and then it's just like, hey, I got a mission. You want to go hunting? So we'll go check on that after I come in and pay my bounty. And I check out the general store after what I did to Pearson. I bought clothes and then fucking aimed my gun at him. A real fucking dick. What, nothing to say to me, Pearson, after what I did?
Always happy to do some trading.
Are you, though? I wanted to see if
Well, but that ain't exactly the point. I mean, the point is, I want your prop.
Howdy, mister.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Okay. And you?
Well, only got the one leg. Been standing here since about 1870 and slowly starving to death.
Sorry I asked.
Don't worry about it. Hey, say, you a Yankee?
I'm not sure.
You know, there was a fella I used to see with you a few years back. He was tall and a moody face.
Yeah, Arthur. He died, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it.
He saved my life.
Is that so? You didn't always seem the type.
No.
Because I had a horrible karma before the end.
Hello there.
I'm glad someone remembered him. The thing to pay it over here. Oh, there's a stranger mission too. What the fuck? Wonder who it will be, but I gotta get this bounty on me before these fuckers like see me and want to put their penis in my butt. The guy's fucking going to town on that string thing, whatever the fuck it's called. I always forget what it's called.
Greetings. Run up the tab now, have we?
Yep. At least if I actually brought up. I don't know if there's any other, like, where any other stranger missions is. For all I know, there could be some, like, I went to Armadillo. There wasn't anything there. I had to kill a couple people, and I fought off a gang of some people, but, like, I don't know if, I don't know. I have no idea.
You're leaving me, huh? Sure. Yeah, well, leave this then.
God. These are the same fuckers I helped, isn't it?
What are you fools up to?
It's Mr. Black's fault.
Didn't I
His
do
fault,
this?
the darky white.
Well, I don't know why they call him that. Look at him.
Don't you start now.
I'll knock the color clean off you. Come on.
And I'll tar you, you lily-livered...
Enough! Say, you two fools look like you've just run off from a chain gang.
Yeah, what of it?
What are you doing?
Starving.
They got bounty posters for
I
us
just
all over
did
town.
this. Why is this reset?
To get supplies.
Say, mister, maybe you can do us fools a favor. We ain't bad guys at all. He's okay. Even for a darky.
Shut it, you pasty-faced streak of piss!
Yeah, I had up to here with you.
Enough.
Did this already.
Nice fellas.
Don't you start up again. Just shut up.
You shut up.
These posters, where are they exactly?
They got them all over town. Check the train station, wherever they'd likely to advertise rewards.
Like, I did this as Arthur, unless it's because Arthur died and then it had to reset.
This day is as lovely as a young bride.
Partner?
Hello.
I bet this is the guy I need to fucking antagonize for money, because this was right in the location of the debt collecting mission as well.
Look like you got a problem with me, huh? Well,
Nope.
Hey, move! I need that poster.
Oh, I'll move, all right. How's this for moving? This what? This what you wanted?
Yeah, totally, you fuck. I already went over this. This. Already did this. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, my hat.
Hi, miss.
To be honest, I don't remember where any of the fucker posters are. So, I'm just gonna hope I just remember somewhat of somewhere they are. I don't know. Easier if I just jog around and see if I can find it, I guess. Never know, it might just be on the back of some fucking building.
Hey there, mister. Hello.
Like I said, this is just a bonus episode. People don't want to watch, you're alright to not watch.
You're that
Like I said,
feller I seen up to no good.
this is just, you know, me wanting to play. I just wanted an excuse.
Ain't as bad as you made out there.
Bad, they worse than worse.
You always was one for gossip. Jethro Minglethorpe. Gossip, gossip, gossip. But as usual, you're spreading lies.
Lies?
Every fool knows the charges were trumped up.
But the darky killed a white man.
Jimmy Holdaker had a weak heart.
Why,
he
hello
died
there, sir.
of a heart attack.
Nonsense.
And Samson Black was set up. Everyone
How you
knows Judge
doing,
Amory
friend?
took a bribe.
You don't believe that, do you? Sure. You call me a gossip?
Interesting. I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing and not turn them in. I think I did it. I know I did it, but I'm not sure if I did it on stream or recording, or if I, It was one of those things where I did it on my own time. I swear I waited until the end. Yeah, I did it on stream. I remember coming back, burning the posters, saying they were free to go. But maybe because there was more to the Stranger mission, and
Watch where you're going.
it just, you know, bugged out.
Mr. White. Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm gonna need that poster off of you.
Oh,
Give it
no,
up.
you don't. That ever... I'm a busy man. That ever worked before? Poster's mine, fella. And so are these bounties.
All right. This has nothing to do with me.
A lot of trouble around these parts recently.
You'll answer to the law.
We're gonna talk. Save us the trouble.
What the hell?
Leave me alone.
I've had
you. Damn you to hell.
No, give me that.
This is just a clusterfuck.
That man back there lost. You want to dust up?
This looks like the bounty hunter I just fucking...
Are you insane?
This is too much.
You're telling me, buddy.
I'll plug you one, I swear.
You probably won't remember most.
Robbery. What the fuck? God damn it. God damn it.
Now look what you made me do.
Sheriff, gotta get the law here. Sheriff, get over here once.
Do that.
Damn it.
There will be trouble if you speak to them.
You savage!
Quiet.
I tripped.
Don't ask so many questions.
You fit?
What the heck? All right then.
I've lost it.
Please, somebody help! Oh my God! No, help me, please!
I can't take the chance.
I need help!
I can't take the chance. There's a man in there. He's sane. He's insane. That one happened before with that poster and, you know, with this guy. He used to do a real fucking shit fest. $30. I could just go to jail for what I did. Deal with it. The old ejection.
Hey, partner.
How do you do?
I feel like I like his run animation better than Arthur's, even though it's nothing crazy. Like the way he'll like run through.
Hello again.
Partner. Oh. You know anything about these runaways? Off the chain gang?
Now, why would I know anything about that? They're either guilty as sin or innocent as lambs. Either way, they haven't been in here.
All right. Thanks.
I thought you were sweating a little. Farewell.
Farewell.
Just heard. We have to put in some more hours next week. I doubt there's more pay coming.
Here we go.
I see you following me. What is it?
Ooh.
Hi, fellas.
Hey. Don't you cause no more trouble around here, you
Hey, mister.
I like how he's actually
You got time, partner?
paranoid that I was following him, even though I was not. He just thought I was, because we were just running around in the general same vicinity. Man, it's like, it's crazy to think where I'm at now in this game and where we're at and how I've been playing compared to the beginning, where in the beginning I was without a horse. I was fighting people just to get a horse because my one was all the way back at the base and I was left somewhere else without one. Because I went and did missions and other things. It was all weird.
Hey, friend.
Hello.
I was in town.
So like I said, I
Pretty
swear
hot.
I did this.
Ain't no business of mine. Here's the posters.
Thanks, partner. That's that there.
Here! That's that.
Free at last.
Free from you, at least.
Well, not...
Nope.
No?
We should wait a while first.
Of course, I gotta fuck it.
Anyone's on our
Like, this is
trail.
what we're wearing now.
Too risky to split up.
Oh, now we know we have a mission up here. We gotta get to go see what Hamish again for a third time around.
Now,
2 sets of eyes is better than 1.
this ain't permanent, though. It's a temporary measure.
Well, right. So things blow over.
Also, it is like 4 in the morning, and I gotta go to sleep soon, man. But I decided, no, I gotta play some Red Dead.
Sir!
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner. Like, usually for the most part, I take time to set everything up. I don't test as much as I used to. Like, I would test to make sure everything's going well or working before I stream and do stuff. But this one, I kind of just started up and program, and, you know, I fucking just said, screw it, we're just recording. The only other time I haven't done that was in-house plays when I set up my new microphone. I don't even know if the videos will be uploaded at all. If they are, you'll see them, of course. And if you're wondering, like, what the hell's in-house plays, I only watch the Red Dead. In-house is me and a friend or 2 or 3. It depends on, you know, if they're over at the house or not here. They come over, and we play games, whether they're co-op or single-player, taking turns, whether they're average, shitty, or whatever. We played a lot of PS2 games, but we also been doing Halo. But we did, like, a 9-hour session. We did more Halo, and we did a good chunk of PS2 games, just fucking around. We didn't really make a lot of progress or beat anything. But, and the 2 parts of the things we recorded, I could not upload due to copyright because I forgot to turn off the music on one of them. So that one didn't go up. And then the others, they were okay. They're just very low mic settings. And I thought I had the microphone setting adjusted well, but no, it was really low. So, especially for the Halo bits, when that gets there, there'll be a tag on the title saying low microphone warning or a low mic. But it was like, damn it, they fucked it up.
Good girl.
Help! Please! Anyone! Oh!
Hey, fella! What's with the hollering?
Oh, Christ! Please help me! Oh. Oh. I got bit. Oh, God. Oh. I need medicine.
All
Or a
right,
siphon.
all right. Quit moaning.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Ah, God.
Oh, Christ. Oh. Oh, God.
Let's keep this between us.
You saved my life. I owe you.
You got that right.
I do. I gotta get out of here.
I did mention, though, in a random video during the Red Dead, in one of the parts, I went through the entire, well, let's just say this, I went through the entire game and I never lost a horse. I had not, now if I do, it's whatever, but I'm saying is, like, through all 6 chapters plus the 2 epilogues, we've only had near-death horses. We had not lost our horse until the game made it because, you know, it had to be dramatic. Arthur's dying. Arthur has to lose everything. You know, it's kind of like this last huzzah. You know? And,
Excuse me.
double check it.
Evening, Bart.
Nobody I know here. But yeah, it was, I liked the, for the most part, and I was actually surprised because I bought a Horse Survivor stuff. We've had him pretty much near death a couple times due to my crashing and stuff, but, like, for the most part, we never really lost it. And, you know, we had, who'd we have? We had Splooge. We had the beginning horse. Of course, a couple temporary horses, things like that there, that Shire, or whatever, the big white horse. And then we got our new white horse that was the special one that I think, like, everyone went and got. Because I went up to the Frost, like, the snow place, and I was just like, I'm like, oh, legendary fish and legendary animal stuff. I was going to hunt, and I saw the horse and got sidetracked and went for it just like that. And I was like, oh, it's an elite. It's one of the few elite horses I've even seen. I didn't even see any others. I think you could buy one. And I could buy one now. I probably should. Jesus, I don't know why we haven't for Marston. We got the money now. Fucking running around on this thing. But yeah, I was actually surprised when they mentioned, again, with the hold, it was controlling me. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like that drifting shit when you hold square. I don't even think can I even do it with you?
We're getting there, ain't we?
Yeah, kind of. I don't even know. No, we don't have it yet. But the drifting shit with the horse, but the game does it itself. And it's kind of annoying. But yeah, when they, the horse deaths are very permanent and stuff. Because I've killed my horse multiple times in Red Dead 1. It was running gag, even though it's fucked up, was me and John throwing our throwing knives while running at full speed at each other's horses, or at our own. Just to see ragdoll effects, you know. Fucked up. But in this one, it was like, you can't do that shit. And I like that you get bad reputation for even killing a horse. Nighttime, so he's probably not even going to be valuable. So. We'll go camp somewhere and be back in the morning for him. But yeah, it did surprise me. No boat in the water for me to just take.
You'll be okay. There you go. I need more, girl.
To get you to land now.
Come on, girl.
Man, nearly died going over there. How did I end up out of stamina? Was that tiring me out too? Getting dressed.
Hamish! John, come on in. So, how you keeping out here?
Keeping fine, thank you.
It's all right then, is it? Living out here, away from civilization?
Civilization. Yeah, I saw what civilization and industrial advancement will get you in the war. Progress, well, it ain't always progress. Besides, I ain't lonely up here. I got company.
Yeah, I guess.
Come look at these. Arthur caught that.
Huh, did he?
I know you ain't forgot about him.
Oh, I still see him in my dreams.
I wonder if he would have said Arthur did that and that. If I came here or did it with Arthur twice.
There still is some. Whoa. They weren't lying.
What's this?
Right there by the outhouse. Look at the size of that boar.
Holy hell.
I saw some cattle gored the other day, but I didn't think it was possible. Let's go take care of it.
Okay.
Damn, I thought I got him. Pursue. I'll grab the mounts.
All right.
Whoa.
There's no way.
Damn it.
I know I can't. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna keep whistling.
Come on, where are you?
I got the horses. Come on.
I'm afraid I lost sight of them.
Don't worry. Tracks go this way. Come on. You see that thing? It's as big as a buffalo.
And fast, too.
Yeah, but we'll get him. He came through here, all right.
Hey, take a shit ton of pistol rounds. I thought we could cheese it and get him before he got away. It sure as that wasn't the case.
He's been across here twice.
What do we do?
Well, he's been up this hill to the right and down this one in front of us. But I can't tell which tracks is fresher. Let's split up. You go up, and I'll go onwards.
Okay. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah. Come on, View.
He might end up running into it. Tracks look like they were going that way, but then again, I could be wrong. It'd be up here.
Slow now. What's that?
Look, I'm alive.
Goring wolves, too. Damn it. Hamish! Shit! He's after him.
Well, once we're off this, I can go faster.
Hamish! Oh. Hamish!
I got thrown and the bastard hog got me. Take Bill for me, would you? He's a good horse.
Oh,
He may be
Hamish.
stubborn.
Not that you and Arthur.
But he's strong.
Hamish.
Hamish?
Hamish.
Good pig.
I keep fucking this up. I keep fucking it up. Because I don't know if the game's gonna do it. There are moments where I have to fucking do it. And I also was about to pull out my weapon, so the game was like, no.
Shit. We got him, old man.
Yeah, that's how you hold a revolver. Man, holy fuck, he's huge.
We're fine, ain't we? Okay, okay. Let it
Dude,
out,
I think
boy.
you have a ball sack.
Easy.
I haven't had a guy horse.
It's nothing. Come on there.
I don't know if this is... I think they're the same.
Good lad.
Kinda figured.
You're okay. You're okay. Easy, boy. Come on, mule. Let's go.
So let's get back to... There are stables at Blackwater? There is, but I don't know if they sell anything. Does it say? Just buy and sell. I was just wondering because I was like, maybe we'll put our horses in the stables and then we'll.
It's all right, ain't it? We're okay. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. There's a boy.
I've not heard him say a good boy about anything at all. Even through Arthur, it was always girls.
Good boy. Hey, fella.
God, just sad endings, man, for everybody. Like, why couldn't it have just been a good hunt? Why couldn't we have just hunted and been like, you know what? I'm glad you spent time with me, Marston. You and Arthur were good men and all that. And you know what? It was great spending time with you, but I think it's time for him to move on or go, or he's like, you know, I just want to live quietly. That's enough adventure for my life for a while. And just be done, you know? Why did he have to die? You know, it's like everybody that they try. That's why when they Sadie suddenly, like, Miss Adler suddenly got, like, built up as a character, because, like, we rescued her in the beginning, and at first I completely forgot about her. Like, I didn't know who the hell Mrs. Adler or Sadie was when we first saw her, and she was, like, arguing with Pearson, because I thought she was just part of the gang, you know? Like, just someone who was always there. Like Mary Beth, the other fucking drunken chick that I don't even know what happened to her. Stuff like that, but no, it was like, no, she was the lady, and it clicked in my head after a while. I was like, oh, because I was like, every time we have someone join us for temporarily, or we save them to be in a gang, they disappear. Then I was like, wait, no, she was with us. But, like, I just thought when they built up Miss Adler or Sadie, whatever you want to call it, she was gonna die. I just thought that, okay, because they started hyping Lenny up, you know? They were like, Lenny's a good dude. You know what? Lenny could do these things. Lenny should do, you know? And I was like, they're setting up for something here.
Here now. You okay?
And, you know, there he goes. Lenny died, sadly, without a cutscene. Hosea, in the same fucking mission. They both got shot, and it was pretty sad. I do kind of wish that they had a little bit more impactful of a death, but it was still pretty impactful because that was like literally, you know, the snapping point. Everybody was already on edge. They were kind of already on edge about things. And, well, no, they weren't kind of. They really were on edge. Like, we just watched Dutch snap on Angelo Bronte or whatever the hell. Like, we watched him fucking snap and drown the man. So, like, there was that, and then it was just, then, you know, we were gonna do this mission. Even Dutch was unsure about some things, but he was like, you know, we gotta do it. So, what the fuck? Did you kill that thing? Why did I flash? But yeah, it was just one of those things where, like, we were already on edge, on breaking point, and then when he died, it was snap. I still, like, I get that she was drunk, but I don't get why Molly had to do what she did. Like, she got herself killed over something stupid. I guess it was to, like, throw you off and give you that peace of mind until you were like, no, it was Micah, haha. And it's like, I mean, we kind of knew it was Micah, but even if it wasn't Micah who was feeding the info, and it was Marston or something, everyone would have probably still hated Micah, because the dude was literally a piece of shit. And the moment Hosea died, because he was already, like, from the beginning, after we saved him from jail, he's like, I'm gonna do stuff to impress Dutch. You know, he was like, I can't come back to the camp until I get what's mine, or get what I need for Dutch. You know, he was trying to suck up to Dutch, because he wanted to be second in command, so that he can continue to fuck us over because of the Pinkerton thing. And so he pretty much, once Hosea died, got full hand up ass to Dutch, and was literally controlling him like a fucking puppet, or a muppet, whatever you wanted to be. Just fucking twiddling his thumbs around and making Dutch second guess himself and just go into this more aggressive nature, which was more Micah style. So, and it's just funny because it's like, we could have, I wish we could have, you know, if that was a choice, like, Micah was in jail. We literally, like, not to say it's, you know, we didn't know any better, but, like, because Arthur believed in loyalty into the gang and stuff, so he just thought, okay, look, he's a dumbass, but he's loyal. He's going to stay loyal to the gang, even though he kind of just joined. You need to prove loyalty. And, you know, but fucking Arthur never liked Micah. Arthur wanted to leave him in jail to rot when he got caught, and then we got a drunk night with Lenny.
Good boy.
So, it's like, it's just funny that if we never freed him, now there might have been somebody else that would have freed him, who knows, but it's crazy. I feel like the Colm O'Driscoll thing kind of was a little abrupt, but with all the shit going on, it was just like one of those, like, closure, like, end to the story. We let him hang, Sadie got to see it.
Right where you are. Take another step, and you'll have a bullet in your gun. You're getting robbed here. Don't make it worse for yourself. Get down up there now.
Really chose the wrong.
Who are these guys? Were these those other fucking gang that I was dealing with? There was like a bunch held up in the fort where Bill Williamson holds up in Red Dead 1. That were like a... Man, I don't know. Well, I do need to go down to, what was it? There's like Tumbleweed. There's other places. I'm gonna explore the whole map. Probably not on the recording. But who knows? Maybe in one more bonus video we'll just go exploring the whole map like the rest. I don't know. I already kind of checked out, what was it? I went over to the, I went to McFarland's Ranch, Armadillo, which is a shithole, by the way. I guess I was over by Tumbleweed and I just don't remember. Went over there, that Fort Mercer for a little bit. I was up towards Twin Rocks, you know, I was just revisiting old things. Did I take my marker away? And it must have went away when I got fucking looked at. He got aggressive towards the end when we moved to that new place with those, what was it, the Mud Tree Gang or something? Fucking on my ass constantly. We'll continue at a later time. This one says visited, but I already did that, so. And I haven't found where these are, and I hope it doesn't tell me I gotta visit Marcos. If it tells me to, then it had to have been an Arthur mission that I needed to wait until it appeared, and I didn't wait because Arthur died. It was rough too when Arthur was getting sick, because Arthur, it was funny as the stats actually says well-being, tuberculosis with a skull, like he's dying. But, oh, these horses. It was said that, like, every mission we were playing, the more missions we did, the worse he was becoming. He was just dying more and more. Double checking. So it was like rough because then you know, it didn't look like his face and his eyes were bloodshot to all hell, but his body didn't look like he was getting weaker. But they definitely tried to put some emphasis in certain fist fights, like when he was against Pinkerton guys, that the agents, he couldn't fight against them. He had lost a lot of his strength.
You're a good boy.
Like I said, it's just, it was very uncomfortable in a weird way to me, because it felt real. Because, like I said, my father had like an intestinal cancer or something. Like, I don't remember everything from the details. A lot of it was held back from me. And then when I was explained by what it was, it's just something I don't remember. It's like it happened like almost 5 years back now, 5 to 6 years, somewhere around there, 4 or 5. To be honest, I just try not to think about it. It sucks, it's sad, and I try not to hold on to when it happened and everything too much.
Easy now.
My horse just show up here. It was just one of those things where he couldn't eat. He could not eat because of the tumors in his intestines and all that. And to be honest, the dude never even took painkillers. My father didn't have any meds because he thought the meds. He thought the meds were causing blood and urine, but that was just the tumors breaking. And what was it? But yeah, he couldn't eat. And he was a bodybuilder. My father was somebody who did a lot of bodybuilding, went to the gym a lot. So you watch a man who has all this muscle and in a few weeks is gone to nothing because he can't sustain the muscle because he's not able to eat. And that the cancer is just killing him from the inside. Something you can't fight or beat up because it's not a physical thing. That is just something imaginary. Well, it's not imaginary, but it's internal, and it's one of those things where you're like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? And it was hard to watch. Because not only was that happening, parts of him were shutting down. So, like, he didn't know where he was.
If you want me to keep that overnight, there's room in the stable.
There were just, over time.
I can't give you much. I've been burned before.
My horse. Mayor Jr. But yeah, it was just one of those things where it's really rough to look at because it happened, but he he had internal things, like, just parts of his body were shutting down, and so it was rough because, you know, like, my mom spent more time with him because it was just harder for me to be close when things were getting that bad, because it's one of those things where you're just scared and you don't know what to do, and you just didn't want to. I didn't want to be near, because it was. I try to stay around positive energy and vibes, and there was just so much, you know, outcome that you knew was coming. But my mom would be like, you know, my dad would get up and think that he had to take me to school, because in his mind he was in these better, happier times, and you know, he thought it was time to get me to school, thinking that I still went to school, and I'm 19, 20, whatever years old, and I'm done. I graduated, you know, and it sucks. I'm happy that he got to still be coherent and healthy enough to see me graduate, but there was a lot more of those guys were all murdered on that cart. It's just sad that, you know, we didn't get to spend the times that we had planned afterwards because of, you know, what happened. So when we learned that Arthur was dying and the disease was killing him in almost the same way, and I guess because tuberculosis, I guess you get fluid in your lungs. Apparently it kills appetite and things like that. That's why you couldn't eat that much when you were sick in this. Eat too many food because you wouldn't benefit. And just the fact that he's losing strength and he's dying and he can barely breathe anymore. And it was just one of those things that I had to, you know, that's why I was just so invested in the journal and just the things that were said, because I was like, you know, I want to know what was going on through Arthur's head before, because I couldn't really get into what my dad's head was, because like I said, when my mom spent time with him and things were shutting down, everything he was seeing and thinking wasn't real.
You okay, Mrs. Marston?
Sure. Jack. Worry for
You know, like, I guess, like, my dad would talk about a movie he saw on TV that wasn't what they were watching. They were watching something completely different.
Everything tended to?
Hiya.
You all right, Jack?
Hello, Pa.
I missed you, boy. I hope this place is good for you.
I'm sorry you feel like that.
Can't you take a joke?
I failed to see the funny side. This food's good, isn't it?
Oh, hey, Uncle.
Hi.
Jesus, Uncle.
John, you're embarrassing yourself.
What's wrong with you?
Now, don't take this out on me.
Actually, what's right with you, old man?
I don't have time for this.
Still gotta take a bath, do a deluxe bath with Marston if it'll let me. See what how the chat would be with that, like him chatting, because there's a bath in here, but you can't use it, I don't think. It never lets me.
Pretty good.
You can shave. But yeah, and I don't mean to bring everything down. I know it's not something I know I don't have to talk about. I don't think that many people will care. And I'm not saying feel bad for me or, oh no, this. It happens to a lot of people. It's, you know, well, it sadly happens to a lot of young people, kids, things like that. And it's a horrible, horrible thing.
Haven't had food like this since, hell, I don't know.
It's not an easy thing, you know, to deal with or watch, really. It's not easy to deal with. I couldn't even imagine. And it's not something I couldn't bear to see again. But that's why, like I said, that's why towards the end it was a little bit more uncomfortable, or it may have felt like the tone shifted a slight bit. Like, I still kind of kept up with the goofiness and things like that, you know, just for the commentary and stuff's sake. But I was still taking this very seriously in the sense of, like, watching, or, like, reading the journal and things of that nature. Chain gang, kill each other real good, remind me of me and Abigail on a bad day. Felt pity on them, and they begged me to clear posters for them. I didn't mean to put that away. Like the posters weren't as easy as they seem. Poor Amish is dead. We were hunting boar, and the boar won, at least against him. I liked the guy, but more than that, I admired him. He lacked self-pity, and he lacked confusion about his place in the world. He was a man who would all want to be if we weren't so distracted being idiots. He gave me Bell, his booty magnificent horse, to look after him. So, I don't know if those guys, when or what, if it will pop up. But I think for now, after about 2 hours, I think we'll call it there. I do appreciate it. I started, like I said, I apologize towards the end that this video may have...
It's too early.
Sorry.
I need to sleep.
And I like I said, I didn't mean to, like, suddenly get dark or brutal or whatever. Not brutal, but, like, down about things, you know. But, you know, it's just like a, you know, chill recording, like, 2-hour session here of this. And it's, like, 5 in the morning, so I kind of get more blabby about shit when it's late at night into the morning. But I do appreciate it. Nonetheless, I hope you guys will have a wonderful day, night, whenever it is when you watch the video. And, first I thought his mustache, it looks like his mustache is growing thicker than his fucking beard. I can't tell. It's weird. I was just sleeping again to see if anything may have popped up. I might have to just run around roads again and see. If I do play this again in the near future, which I might, like, run around some more, explore the rest of the map. If anything pops up that may be of interest, or I want to record because it might lead to something, I don't know, then I will put it on, I'll record it. I'll sit down and hit the record button. But I hope you guys appreciate everything. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for sticking with and watching the Red Dead Redemption playthrough. I know I'm not 100%, so, you know, it's just how I am. But I do appreciate it, nonetheless, for you guys to stick around for the story and everything like that. And I hope you guys will enjoy the other stuff that will be posted along with it. I don't know when this video will be going up, like this bonus on top of the finale, but it is November now. It might not come up until fucking December or January. So get out of the way. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a great Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Hope you guys have a great New Year's, all that stuff. And all that whenever that comes up and this comes out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the other videos that I'm, like, at the time I'm playing Pokemon, and there's other stuff too. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content and everything. And I hope, like I said, I'll see you guys in other videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. I wanted to look at the map one more time. Make sure. You're wondering also, like I said, what that red marker is. It's part of a hunt. Said it once before. There's a hunt there for a legendary, and I just never went back. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching.